Hey everybody, welcome to another Fallout Hobbies live stream. Ron here. We're going to be working more on this glow-in-the-dark Tyranid. And the cord just came untaped. Hold on. So how's everyone's Tuesday going so far? What? What's the face you're giving me?
I'm just turning the computer.
Why are you turning the computer? I'm not doing anything with the computer.
My Tuesday's going awesome. I hope everybody else is having a awesome Tuesday as well. Is everyone ready for Christmas?
As always, Jules is here.
Yeah.
Answering questions, reading comments, being delightful, cracking inappropriate jokes. All those things. You're smiling at me. All those things. I'm just getting some stencils ready to do some reptile skin work here. Because last week when I did this video, I was getting the underlay of the UV colors ready. And this week I'm going to be doing some patterns with UV colors, which I hope will look pretty cool when it's done. So almost ready here.
Are you going to airbrush with the UV reactive colors too then?
Yes. But I'm going to be using the reptile skin patterns to get like a funky effect with them. So I'm going to pick one of these guys to start with. I'll start with this wing. I have the black light off in the corner over here to shine everything. So I'm using the infantry size reptile skin here because it's a smaller, tighter pattern. And what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to paint this. I'm going to have to do this in sections because it's kind of a big wing. Just give me a minute to get a good alignment on this. I should also mention that in advance, after the airbrushing last week with the UV colors, I went ahead and clear coated this model so that the UV paint that I was using is a little delicate, and I didn't want it to like rip up from the plastic, even though it was primered and all that stuff. So I did put a layer of Krylon clear on it. All right, I'm just going to start with that section right there. Fire up the airbrush. There we go. I'll do these two panels and then peel, let it dry for a minute, do the other two panels. Now, let's see. I want to go for a pretty dark effect here, so I think I'm going to actually go with the blue first. The blue Dayglow color first. Which is very blue. I'll spray lightly as not to get too much underspray here. Should use some of this flow improver I got. So any questions or comments from anyone yet?
Nope, not yet. Everybody's probably on their lunch break, has a mouthful of food.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we are doing this at a bit of a different time than usual.
But we figured everybody would be kind of busy on Thursday, you know, wrapping last minute packages and that sort of thing.
That's a little bit thin. I'll use this turquoise color instead because it's pretty nice. Yeah, that looks good. And you see, that looks pretty cool right there. That's kind of the effect I was going for. I need to blend it in a little bit up here. What do you think?
Very cool.
Yeah. Let's get the next panel on over here.
That's going to look really cool under the glass coat.
What is that? Yep. So that's the basic gist of it right there. So I'm going to be doing this all over the model in different areas. Let's get his. Which one? Where? How does that connect? No, it's good enough.
Oh, Gilbert Mondragon says, afternoon, Ron and Julie. Loves those colors. And Dan Osborne says, super vibrant colors.
Black light, man. Black light. Painting in black light colors like I was a teenager in art school again.
Dan, I owe you a email for Winterfest stuff. I know you talked to Ron. I just have not gotten there yet today. It's I've been catching up on customer service emails. So
And we've been dealing with UPS fallout.
USPS.
USPS fallout. I'm sorry. Yeah, USPS has been screwing things up, and we're doing our best to fix what we can.
Basically, the postal system just broke.
The postal system is broken right now.
There's like an avalanche of mail. I'm pretty sure that, you know, and I don't blame them entirely. Like, there's some guys that probably just gave up, and there's packages just stacked in trucks somewhere. We don't know where.
We're working on it. Yeah. All right. Ah, sorry. Flipped over. So I'm pretty happy with where these wings are going. just adding some texture now. See, I'm adding like a little bit of a scaly skin effect to like the soft areas. I'm going to be, in a minute when this turquoise dries over here, I'm going to spray a little bit more of the day glow color, then do a different effect on the skin areas. I'm just kind of waiting for that to dry. See, that was super easy. Just take the skin area, boom, texture. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm going to clear the brush out. I'm going to apply some more day glow color over top of the wings now that this turquoise color has dried. Move on to the next stage of highlighting it. Any comments?
No new comments.
No new comments. Okay.
Richard says, awesome stuff, man.
Thank you.
I like the black light green. That's a cool color.
I kind of want to make the skin look like it's like pulsating a little bit, you know? get a little bit of that yellow in there. All right, that's looking good. When I clean this stuff out, I feel like I'm like bleeding a predator. Don't you remember the predators had like that glowing green blood?
Yeah.
It's like I'm gutting a predator over here. All right, I'm really happy with where this is going. Get a little bit more turquoise in here. There, I was just doing like a soft fade with the skin pattern. Look at that.
That's very cool.
That's like a two-tone skin pattern there. Gets a little bit more intense with the wings, but it's more subtle with the skin areas. Now, I'm going to switch gears from this turquoise color and do something similar on all the orange armored sections. I need to grab a purplish pink color for the armor sections, like Warlord Purple. one of my favorite colors of all time. So for these, like the big talon sections here, which the one side definitely needs touching up because I smudged it. Yeah, so these scything talons had this really bright neon pink over it, but I'm going to use the stencil and spray over it with Warlord purple to create a good contrast and still keep it in the pink family. That's pretty cool. There's a little bit of blending at the top there. I'm going to have to touch up the orange areas by hand. I might need to mask that. Cut a little bit of masking tape just so that I isolate just the orange panel sections for the arms. But I got to wait for everything to dry before I can start doing masking on that. Now, for the orange armor, I got to do another variant of the color. So for the main sections, I was using this turquoise as the darker color for the skin effect. For the pink sections, I was using Warlord purple. And now I need to pick out an orange color so I can do the same effect on the orange armor sections. Let me clean the airbrush out real quick. Unless I want to do something totally different there. Now, I'm going to try something out, and it might work. It might not. We'll see. I want to see what this orange would look like if I airbrushed the fluorescent yellow right over top of it. I want to see if it'll create a contrast, if it'll even look good. So I'm just going to fire up some fluorescent yellow. Might take a few hits here. Oh, that's an interesting effect. What do you think of that?
Nice.
Oh yeah, that looks cool. That's a great effect. Alright, so I'm just gonna keep doing that all over the place. So it needs a little touch up, but I'm definitely enjoying what's going on there with that patterning. What time do we have?
It's 2:35. We've got time to mess around with it some more. I really like that yellow pattern too. That's really cool.
Clean out the airbrush for a minute. So let's just see how this looks when they're next to each other. That looks pretty vivid. There's going to be some hand painting that I have to do in here. And there's definitely going to be some touching up and some masking. I mean, this is far from done. But that's the bulk effects of it. I'm curious to see how the contrast washes will look. Because I did want to test out doing a contrast turquoise color. On these sections. So let's see how that ends up turning out. If it's good or if it looks like crap. So far, good. Because I wanted to accentuate the shadow areas of this guy. But I didn't want to kill any of the UV effect. So far, so good. The contrast, the UV effect doesn't seem to be affected by the contrast colors. I didn't know how they would interact. But I'm liking it. You know, that's something I really need to do in January, babe.
What?
I need to take all these models that I've been working on in the videos and spend like a day on each one, finishing up like the little details and stuff, so we could do like a big photo shoot. Like with like the Cthulhu,
Yeah.
the Mechanicus ornithopter thing, this guy, um, the Webway Gate, all the ones that I've been working on in the videos. Like just, you know, go through it all, get them all nice and detailed up, and then have like a big photo shoot for Fallout Hobbies. I'll put that on my schedule for myself.
It's really, really sexy when you talk scheduling.
I know you like it when I schedule stuff. For those of you that don't know, Jules is incredibly type A, and I am not.
He's putting it politely, too.
I just said I'm not. I didn't tell people how far on the spectrum of not type A I am. All right, this is looking good. So, we might actually be stopping this video shortly because I'm kind of at a point where everything really needs to dry before I can move on to the next step. The next steps from here on out would basically be masking off the orange armor panels with some tape once everything's dry, and spraying just the orange armor panels on the legs. I got to get the these two middle panels here on his chest, and then the scything talon panels. There's a seam line on this here that I just kind of saw now that I'd like to fix up and then repaint that section. And then after the orange panels, continuing the same thing I did with the purple, the pink UV down here on the bottom claws here, and on the tail claw here, and on the head spike. So I need to do those. And then from that, it's basically hand painting. There's not a lot of hand painting that I do. I would probably do a couple. I need to hand paint all the little tiny talons, the little tiny claws on the chest and here. And I would need to hand paint a few details around the face, and maybe pick off a couple highlights on the tops of the wings here and stuff. But that's pretty much it. And then I can put this guy all together, and then I'll photograph him really well under the black light, and hopefully he'll look awesome when that's all said and done. But I think that's can't talk. I think that's where we are at with it right now. We're not going to do a video next week because it's like in between the holidays and New Year week and stuff.
Let's not.
Everyone's going to be mellow and bloated from eating too much and whatnot. So
yeah,
for those people that are fortunate enough to not be terribly affected by COVID right now, and for those other people, you know, I hope them the best. But that's where we are. So we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. In the first week of January, we'll be doing another live stream.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure what I'm going to do for that one yet. I do want to do some Necrons soon, so maybe we'll see.
And in the meantime, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Solstice, Yule, whatever you guys celebrate. Happy that.
Yeah, just do it well with people you love. All right, see you guys later. Have a good one.